What's happening, gamers? Welcome back to another Power Rangers!
Hiya!
Battle for the Grid arcade mode.
Oh, yeah.
So today is all about Magna Power, Magna Defender, Mike.
Yes.
And he has two colors.
Magna Power!
Evil, Swap, and regular Magna Defender.
Evil.
Yeah, they just add like a red outline to him. So we're gonna be regular Magna Defender.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring in, because this is all about the heroes fighting the villains, so let's bring in Mighty Morphin Pink, and we'll go with Cat again, because,
good.
Actually, you know what? We're bringing Jason in with his Dragon Shield.
Dragon Shield, Jason.
Yeah, there we go.
Every time I see Magna Defender, I'm thinking of the Sentai show. I don't know if I've ever watched the regular Magna Defender, have I? I don't know.
Lost Galaxy.
I don't know. Maybe I watched a few little clips of him or something.
We watched a couple clips of Lost Galaxy back when we did Magna Defender on Legacy Wars, but in terms of shows that you've actually seen most of the way through with me, probably be Mighty Morphin Season 1, part of Season 2, most of Power Rangers in Space you liked. Mm-hmm. You saw the Super Sentai version of Power Rangers Turbo. And we watched a little bit of Dino Charge, and Dino Thunder you've seen a lot of because we used to watch that when we were first married.
I feel like that was the one with a really cool theme song, but I'm not sure.
Power Rangers Dino Charge is not one of the ones that we watched when we were first married. When you and I both worked retail, the show that was on TV at that point in time was Power Rangers Dino Thunder, where Tommy came back as Professor Tommy, and he was working with these kids that were basically like Mighty Morphin kids again.
Oh, okay.
The White Ranger was evil, and he was like a rival to the Friends and things like that.
Yeah.
Wow, Magna Defender's not doing well.
I just remember Magna Defender with the Sentai thing where he was just like, I remember his family and like he had this like really tragic story and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haha. Sorry, Jason. No disrespect.
He's got such a cool outfit, though. He's got, like, the cape and all that stuff.
Yep, and that is his move from Legacy Wars, which is also his finishing move from the show.
He's, like, a super powerful ranger, though, compared to a lot of them.
He's the 6th Ranger. Although, you know, he was kind of like a... I believe in the Sentai version, he's like a mentor character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he was different than a regular ranger for some reason.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he looks way different.
How Mike's story goes is Mike was originally supposed to be the Red Lost Galaxy Ranger. His younger brother was chosen because Mike, apparently at the beginning of the show, dies.
Oh, yeah, I remember you going over this with me
And
before.
his soul is somehow trapped in the original Magna Defender. And then when the Magna Defender dies, Mike comes back, and later Magna Defender decides, you know what, Mike, I'm gonna allow you to become the Magna Defender now. And then Mike can transform and all this other stuff. Pretty
cool.
So that's Mike. Mike is also the character that is hanging out with Ranger Slayer in the Beyond the Grid Boom comic story. So that's another reason why he is inside of this game, because this game is supposed to be about, you know, the Shattered Grid event, which Mike actually did play a big role in the final battle, and eventually did join up with Ranger Slayer's team.
Well, that makes sense, hence the Battle for the Grid name of this game.
Yeah, even though this game mostly has a lot of Mighty Morphin characters, because Mighty Morphin played a pivotal role in the Shattered Grid event. It all kind of centered around Tommy Oliver being killed by Lord Draken, and then him jumping different dimensions and time and space of the different Power Ranger shows and when they take place in the future, and stealing or destroying Rangers to make himself more powerful and to make his army bigger.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a great comic book, but a lot of your favorite Rangers end up dying, or depowered, or whatever, so.
Sadness.
But TJ, the Blue and Space Ranger, actually fought up against Draken by himself until Draken threw him into space without his morpher.
Wow.
Which was a pretty bone-chilling scene, but...
Oh my gosh, that's pretty brutal.
Eventually, it turns out that somehow TJ survived.
Wow, I do not know how he survived that. That's pretty crazy.
But most of his teammates were either captured or they died. So Cassie, Carlos, and Ashley, which were some of my favorite Rangers, they didn't make it. So, I mean, it was hardcore what they did, you know. Saban was like, alright, we'll let you celebrate this many years of Power Rangers, and you guys got free roam to make an awesome story. And they did, because not many companies will let you go and basically destroy so many Rangers.
Yeah.
Because it was a war. You know, Lord Draken had invaded the multiverse, and he was winning. Like, he defeated the Power Ranger Samurai, he defeated a lot of the different Disney shows, his Dino Thunder team, so he killed so many different versions of himself.
I'm just kind of curious, but I don't really know if you know the answer to this or not.
I could do my best.
Did they have a similar story at the same time in the Sentai universe, or...?
Nope.
So this was all Power Rangers thing, then?
This is an all-new Power Rangers thing that they have yet to do in Super Sentai, like a version of it.
Oh, interesting.
The only thing that comes close to it is the Power Rangers, or the Gokaiger Rangers stealing powers of characters from the different Super Sentai stuff, but that's after, pretty much, in the Angel Sentai show, which they never really explain in the American, you know, special legendary battle, is the Rangers, or the Super Sentai teams, give up their powers to save the Earth, and because Earth is being invaded, and it literally takes like 40 years of Super Sentai teams to band together to protect the Earth from this massive alien invasion.
Wow.
And in the end, everyone, including the current Power Ranger team, or Super Sentai team, the Alien Rangers, give up their powers by uniting into this massive energy burst that explodes, and they go into space and destroy the Armada, and then everybody returns to Earth, but their powers get scattered throughout the galaxy. Wow. And then you have the follow-up show, Gokaiger, the Pirate Rangers, where they're going through and they're collecting all the powers again for themselves.
Yes.
And then at the end of their series, they give the powers back to the Super Sentai.
They kind of grow a conscience at the end or something like that.
I forget what it is. I mean, Marvelous and all these other characters are really interesting, and the Yoshi brothers, the guy who played Koda in Power Rangers Dino Charge, and the guy who played Preston, Peter, in
the Blue Ranger brothers.
The Blue Ranger brothers, they are super fans of Gokaiger and Super Sentai in general.
Yeah.
So
well, I remember you saying that, you know, both in Kamen Rider and Sentai, and I mean, and there's cross between them too, but like they have a lot of team up things going on where they bring like all the Rangers from like all these different years together and work together. Like that's kind of what you just described, and they don't really have that a lot of Power Rangers. Instead, in Power Rangers, when they had their big thing, it was like one guy taking everybody else down instead of all the Rangers kind of banding together. So it's like kind of the opposite.
Okay, take the Legendary Battle for instance. In the Legendary Battle, you have all the different Power Rangers, minus like the different colors for Tommy. They do their best to try to hide that footage. But at the same time, fights that look longer, like Jason the Red Ranger, he just has like a 30-second blurb where the camera zooms in and it shows him punching somebody in the face. Whereas in the Super Sentai version, Tyranno Ranger, which is, you know, Jason's Super Sentai equivalent, does more in the Legendary Battle because his show was more popular, so they had like a couple more instances where he was fighting with different Super Sentai teams. Yeah. But because those Sentai teams were not adapted in America, they don't show a lot of the Red Ranger.
Yeah, that was exactly my other question, was to think like, how would they take footage from Sentai and make it totally different storyline with all these different Rangers in the background fighting? Like somehow you'd have to like line that all up and make sure all the right Rangers are in that like fight scene and stuff like that. It's just, that would be a nightmare, but I guess somehow they were able to, like, I don't know if they'd have to you know, take a lot of footage of like stunt people to do the Lord Dragon scenes and stuff like that for Power Rangers, or if they just use Sentai footage. I don't even know how they'd begin to do that, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but
right.
Yeah, saying like basically because they didn't have a Lord Draken storyline in Sentai, so they'd have to. I wonder if they had to reshoot all kinds of stunt footage for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's ever going to happen with the Lord Draken thing because Jason, formerly of Hasbro, and Saban, one of the things that he always kind of like was listening to the fans about was a JDF Netflix series about Lord Draken. And, you know, he said it could have been a possibility down the road, but I don't know if Hasbro would ever consider that now, or even if it was a idea that they were even contemplating.
Yeah.
But JDF would definitely on board. Like, he would love to reprise his role because one of the most fun he ever had was playing the evil Green Ranger.
Yeah. Well,
because playing the bad guy is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he had so much fun doing the laugh and all that. That makes, you know, yeah, the bad guy is usually the most fun to play, and a lot of times the most difficult character to play, you know. That's why they always have, like, a really seasoned actor playing the bad guy, you know, so, in a lot of things.
If Green Ranger didn't start as a villain, he wouldn't have become the most popular character in Mighty Morphin. Because he was just super OP as a bad guy. JDF did such a great job playing a villain. I enjoyed his villainous role more than when he became the Sixth Ranger. I thought it was cool that he became the Sixth Ranger, but because of the Super Sentai footage, he didn't appear that much.
Yeah, it's almost like...
He appeared in costume only.
Yeah, it's almost like when he became a ranger, it was like, okay, this is interesting, but it's like, when are you going to be the villain again? Because he was so much cooler, yeah. Well,
I mean, they couldn't really have him be the villain, because you have to remember that Power Rangers was the first show in the franchise, and they couldn't take... They were superheroes, so everything had to work out in the end.
Yeah.
That's why when the Rangers kind of get beat by Lord Zed at the Season 2 premiere, which was a primetime special, everybody was kind of freaking out because they were like, wait a second, they defeated Rita and Zed, and their series just kind of like, we didn't know it was coming back for a second season. So when it got like this primetime special, because what you kids don't understand, in the 90s, we were not as attuned to pop culture and knowing what's coming than what you guys are today. Every once in a while, I remember I was in an orthodontist office for like some type of thing, and that was the first time I saw on a magazine, Entertainment Weekly, that Batman Forever was happening and a new actor was going to play Batman, and that Robin was going to be in the movie, and I was just freaking out. And we didn't have the internet to go look up, you know, to see. You had to go by what the magazine article said.
It was tremendously different without the internet. And, like, even when other people had the internet, I didn't really have it at home. Like, I know some people didn't have it at home. I didn't really have it at home until, like, years later after. But anyway, like, I didn't have the internet forever. I just, basically you just hear it. You'd have to wait till you got a magazine or you saw somebody else with a magazine or something like that.
Part of the reason that these shows and movies are so successful these days, it has to do with the fact that hype can be built up for years, knowing that it's coming. They can do like little tidbits to get people to not forget that the show is coming. Like, they can do conventions, they can do trailer reveals, they can do costume like pictures and leaks and, you know, story ideas and
there's
all kinds of things that they didn't do in the 90s. Like,
there's so much more advertising in your face now than before, which is part of the annoying thing about living in this day and age, is all these ads popping up everywhere. But at the same time, you get to know everything that's going to happen way in advance. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Magna Fender's character model.
I kind of miss the mystery of it, you know, talking to people and having to find out, you know, like talking to you. That's when people used to talk more about, you know, you go into like a GameStop or whatever it used to be called, EB Games or whatever, to people.
Babbage's is what it was called first.
Yeah. And then, you know, just different things, or you talk to your classmates or people at school and be like, have you heard about this? You know, I don't know when this is going to come out. And then, you know, you just by word of mouth, or if somebody had a magazine about it, or, you know, somebody heard from somebody else. Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's just like nowadays, it's like everyone knows all at the same time. Like, as soon as they put a trailer or a teaser, everyone knows within a day or so. Like, you know, anyone who's on the internet knows immediately. Whereas when Luke and I were kids, it wasn't like that at all. Everyone found out at different times.
Yep.
You could go months and not realize it, especially if you lived in a small town and there wasn't a lot of, like, you you know, newspapers and stuff, all kinds of things. So.
Yep. The only people who would know like years in advance would be like PR companies. Ow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, somebody knew in advance, but the general public obviously didn't.
Yeah. Uh-oh. So I had to switch Kimberly out there because Kimberly was in big trouble.
Yeah.
But no, the Lost Galaxy show, you know, was really interesting because how it combined Power Rangers in Space's story to Lost Galaxy, and they had an amazing crossover between the Lost Galaxy team and the past Power Rangers in Space team.
Oh, okay.
And it really started to build up the continuity between these different Ranger shows, like even more so. Like, it made sense that the Power Rangers in Space guys were still around because of, you know, traveling in space. It would make sense that, okay, this team could show up in Lost Galaxy. And originally we talked about this when we were talking about Pink in Space. She was supposed to be the actress to replace the character who played Kendricks, who had like cancer and had to leave the show. But because of how well the actress who played Astronema did, she nailed the audition and she became the next person to be the Pink Ranger. Cassie was going to end up being 3 Pink Rangers like Kat, the character from Mighty Morphin who played Mighty Morphin Pink, Zeo Pink, and Turbo Pink.
Oh, wow.
The actress who played Cassie, she was going to end up being Turbo Pink, In Space Pink, and Lost Galaxy Pink. But she ended up only being the 2 former Pink Rangers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The Cassie, I think that's the, I think I remember her, but I'm gonna have to go back and look and make sure I know the right one.
You dare defy Lord Draken! I will crush you like a Magna bug! Time to finish what we started, Goldar.
I like that. Magna Defender.
Well, I mean, Mike has like more of a useful voice, youthful voice. But I like the older, gruffer, you know, dude they got to be the voice of Magna Defender first.
Okay, yeah.
You sound like more like a tragic hero type thing.
Yeah, I like him as a tragic hero. He feels like he's a tragic hero. He's all isolated in his suit there.
No, his family's gone.
Yeah.
And he has a duty to uphold to protect the Quasar Sabers, I believe they're called.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's correct.
Ow. At least I think that was the name of... Everybody in Lost Galaxy had these swords that they used.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and definitely check out more about Magna Defender because his suit is so cool. It's really cool seeing him, you know, hop around in this game, and it's just, you know, he looks awesome here. They did a really great job with him.
The thing that... I mean, everybody says this is Mike, but if you listen to Magna Defender just a second ago, it sounded like the first guy.
He had a low voice. He was like, whoa.
Uh-oh. Ooh! That's a problem. Oh!
Come on, Kimmy!
Kimmy's in trouble. Oh my goodness!
I feel like they made Ranger Sarah more powerful than Kim, but maybe she just feels more powerful because she looks cool. But I don't know.
Uh-oh. We might lose this, actually.
Oh no!
Megazord sequence has been initiated. Uh-oh.
Let's take Goldheart down. Come on, Kim, you got this!
Kim's dead. Oh, wait, no. Kim's alive.
Come on, Jason, it's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus!
Jason's trying.
Come on, Jason, you've got this.
Oof. Bye, Goldar.
Goldar has a second bar?
Yeah, this is arcade, so people have, you know, the second bar.
That is so not fair. It's like you take them down and then they still have another bar.
Well, I mean, that's how they do this in arcade mode. I know I'm being kind of cheap, but Goldar might beat us.
Wait, did you have a second bar or no?
No.
That's not fair!
Bye, Goldar.
Take him down, Jason! You've got this!
Okay, now we just have...
And this guy.
Uh-oh!
Oh my gosh, you got this, Jason! Get up!
No, Jason!
No! Kim!
Oh no!
No! Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You're alive?
Nope. We lost.
Oh,
We lost.
Oh no.
Well, that hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Defeat.
Sadness.
Oh.
I am the greatest warrior of all time. You have no chance of defeating me. Yeah, okay, we already know.
Sad.
Time to finish what we started.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now you actually can't skip these. Nope, you can't skip them.
Nope.
That's okay. They're really cool to look at.
I know this is weird, but why am I thinking Shovel Knight when I see Magna Defender now?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
So,
He looks like a knight.
Yacht Club Games had some cool announcements at PAX East this year.
Yeah?
I don't know if you remember this, but like a couple years ago, there was an indie developer that was making this awesome 8-bit ninja game, like a futuristic cyborg Ninja Gaiden 8-bit style.
I think I remember that.
It turns out that developer, I believe it's called like Cyber Shadow or Shadow Cyber or whatever. And I've been following them on Twitter for like 2 to 3 years because they've been developing the game little by little.
Yep.
They teamed up with Yacht Club Games now, and that...
Oh.
So Yacht Club Games is basically becoming like a bigger company, and they have another developer that's with them now, and they are making, fine-tuning that ninja game, and it's coming out now for the Switch, the Xbox One, and the PS4 sometime this year.
Wow,
So
nice.
when I said earlier this year that 2019 was the year of ninja games, I wasn't fooling, because there's so many ninja-style games that are coming, and it's super exciting.
Awesome.
I know.
I am excited for that. Hey,
Ow,
everyone
ow.
needs more ninja games.
That's right.
Definitely.
And because Amber and I look at variety on this channel, the chances of you guys seeing something for that game is very high. Man, that move is so OP. Ow.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as long as it's, you know, like E through T, and we can definitely check it out.
Help me!
Come on, Kimmy, you got this!
Ooh.
Kimmy Cub!
Oh, nice, Kim. There we go. Alright, we got our second win.
Awesome.
Because Ranger Slayer's next, and Ranger Slayer's a tough character to fight.
Yep. Yes, she is. I don't know, it feels like Kim is just sweet and innocent, but I keep forgetting she has the same moves as Ranger Slayer. It's just...
It's just a skin.
It's
See,
just a skin.
What's so great about the whole Ranger Slayer and Kimberly skin thing is it proves that Enway has the ability to make an entirely different Ranger skin for a base character.
It does prove that.
Mighty Morphin Pink is a completely different style character than Ranger Slayer.
Yeah, Ranger
different
Slayer's-
outfits.
She's got a different helmet, she's got a coat, or not a coat, a cape. She's got like a different...
The moves are the same, but it still feels like a different character.
Yeah, she's got a completely different outfit, and even the structure of her outfit is different.
The helmet is different.
And she doesn't even have a skirt.
Nope. Doesn't have a skirt.
Yeah, she looks completely different.
So that is basically proof right there that if Enway wants to, they can do the whole skin character thing. This is my destiny. Okay. All right, final level. Here we go.
All right, Luke, you've got this.
I don't know if I've got this.
You've definitely got this.
I'm not very good with Magna Defender.
I mean, look at your awesome costume. You have to have
If
this.
I would have had Tommy or Gia in my party, I don't think I would be... I really don't think I would have
Next
lost.
time you could put like Tommy and Jason in your party.
The thing is, I always use Tommy and Jason.
Oh, I see. So you were trying to mix it up with Kim.
Yeah.
Kim was a little weak.
And after this, we only have Lord Draken, Goldar, and Mastodon Sentry, and that will do it for the arcade until the next 3 characters release in the summer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which is, ow, a little upsetting. Because I've actually had fun playing this game. But we are still, I think we're still doing verses. We have a couple more that we can still do, guys and gals, but for the most part, our versus series will be wrapping up for this game as well. We have other fighting games that are having DLC come out, like for Dragon Ball Fighters and Jump Force.
Ooh.
And I believe Smash Brothers also has DLC coming out in spring. So
Awesome.
Yep.
So many cool things happening.
But you guys can always go back and rewatch whatever Power Ranger Versus or arcade episode you want, because the playlist is right below this video. It's always there. And it is our mission that we will be updating this game as more stuff is added to it, because this is going to be something that we're in for the long haul. We don't usually just, like... If there's a game we really like, Amber and I continue to make content for it as they release content for it. Sometimes we don't do that. There are some games that get DLC that we don't always look at due to the size of the DLC and just our availability and things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Ni no Kuni has a bunch of DLC available for it, but we haven't had time to really, you know, do stuff with that.
Yeah, I mean, we look at different games every month, so sometimes we'll be, you know, really intensely working on one game, and then we have to kind of wait a little bit before we can, you know, start recording a game we were doing before, like, again, so, yeah. Yeah, definitely. We have to kind of...
Oof,
the games take turns on our channel, basically.
Tyrannosaurus!
Ouch.
Ow, my face. Ah. Jason, don't you dare. Oh my gosh! This is bad. Yep, this is very bad.
Yes, it is. Come on, K-Wing, you can do it!
Because after this is Draken. If we don't, do a lot of damage, then we're in trouble. Uh-oh. No, no, no! Jason, get out!
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Goodbye, Mastodon Sentry. Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh! We lived.
Oh.
Okay, that could have been fun.
Alright. And we're back.
More or less.
Yeah.
Nope.
Come on, Kitty Cub! Take this fool down!
Ah! Ooh! Alright, this is... Uh-oh, no, no, don't hit him, don't hit him!
Oh no!
No! I thought he was done! Ow, 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 ow! Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Good job.
No, 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 no! Okay, so when he glows like that, you have to be super careful because that's his finisher move coming out.
Okay.
Magna Defender Y.
No!
Megazord sequence has been initiated!
Where did
Yes!
Magna Defender is gone. So sad.
Yes, he is. Bye, Kimmy. And you're done. Really? Not done yet? Okay, that's problematic. Bye!
I know. Nice job!
Jason for the win.
Woohoo!
See, Jason is kind of like our trump card.
Yeah, he is. He's very powerful.
Behold our trump card. Your power is considerable, though you do not possess a morpher. Ah, your Magna Blaster.
Huh?
I'll give it to you, blade first.
What? Blade first? Oh, I see.
Well, yeah, his Magna Blaster or his sword is how he transforms. He doesn't have a morpher, so he uses his sword.
Oh, interesting.
He has a cool morphing sequence, though. He throws his sword up in the air and then he transforms.
That's cool.
It is. It's pretty exciting. Excuse me. Ow. Hey! So Draken is a really tough guy to fight, though.
Yeah, he almost seems impossible to fight. He's just so speedy, so strong.
But I made the wrong comparison. He's not like fighting M. Bison, because M. Bison has those crazy, like, I'm gonna pin you to the wall moves. He's more like fighting kind of like a tricked out Sagat, if you're doing like Street Fighter references. Maybe a little bit of Akuma, but Akuma's like impossible to beat because he has like an instant kill move. Evil Tommy's like kind of balanced. So, I mean, he has some nasty combos that can end up obliterating you, but, uh-oh. Dang it.
That's such a cool move.
Yeah, it is. Alright, Jason. Uh-oh. Play smart.
Come on, Jason! Alright, take Lord Draken down.
Trying. Low sweep. Ah, no, don't do that. Okay, he's on his second light bar. Just gonna keep pounding him in the corner. Again, it would be nice to get like another difficulty, but I might talk to them about doing a difficulty slider. I don't know. I mean, for me, priority is getting more character skins in this, like, before June. That's what I would like to see happen. That way the longevity of this game can be increased, and I can keep milking content. Haha.
Awesome. Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
I know, right?
Yeet.
Ow, nope, 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 nope. Uh-oh. See, Tommy is kind of a beast if you aren't careful with him. No, I wanted to switch out to Magna Defender. No! This is bad. I did the double tap. We're supposed to double tap to... Oh!
Oh.
That's it.
Ouch!
Uh-oh. No! But the Megazord came in just in time, and that is the end of Lord Draken.
Nice job! We defeated Lord Draken again!
Yeah.
Yay, good job, K-Wing.
And there's only 3 arcades left.
Whoa! Only 3 left?
May the Magna Defender spirit live on.
Yay!
Yeah, Mike is supposed to have a more youthful sounding voice. He's not supposed to be old sounding like that. So the fact that his voice grunts in this sound like a weathered veteran, it doesn't really work. But anyway, guys and gals, that is going to do it for this episode of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the Magna Defender Arcade. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. Our next arcade episode will probably be Lord Draken himself, which is going to be interesting to see who his final battle is against. We will be continuing to keep you updated with our Power Ranger news and other stuff, but just a little reminder that our Versus series and arcade series will be ending this week for Power Rangers. We've done as many mirror matches and things as possible, so please feel free to suggest a couple more Versus, and we'll do our best to make it happen for you guys. But we have tons of Power Rangers videos that are in the playlist for this, so check them out. And thanks so much for watching. It's because of you guys that we're continuing to look at this game. We appreciate the support, and we really like talking to the developer about this game and also the Ranger Nation. But until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys with more videos later today on something on K-Wing's Let's Plays. Bye-bye.
See ya!